Hello, hello, welcome. Hey, Jesse. Oh, good, you made it. Hey, Peter. Hey, Ryan. Okay. How you guys doing? What's going on? What's happening? Everybody's quiet today. Pop off if you want. If you have a question, if you want to hang out and watch as other people hop on, that's cool too. Let me know what you need. How's things going? What's happening? Peter, just great to be here. Cool. Welcome. Good to see you, Peter. Any challenges coming up? Are you guys feeling good about where you're at with things moving forward? Any sticky spots? Hey, Linda. Video isn't working. No worries. No worries at all.
There we go.
Hey, Linda. How's it going?
Good. You're Rachel, right?
I'm Rachel. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I look terrible. I just came in from a walk.
You look gorgeous. How's everything going?
It's going.
We're moving forward. You just launched, right? Or you're
We
launching?
haven't published yet. We're not quite ready to publish. I still feel like I've got loose ends that I need to clean up first.
Okay, cool. Well, if you want to clean anything up that we can look at right here, you're welcome to. I know we got a couple people hanging out who are just kind of here to absorb and soak up info. So it's wide open for whatever you guys need, whatever would be helpful to move you forward.
I am happy to kick off. I see that Peter came off mute. So maybe this will help anybody else. But the forum page, I'm about to launch my first course, and when I go out to the forum page, in the instructions, it said you should set up your group, but my page doesn't allow me to set up my group. So when I launch, does the forum page just become active for Program One Way, the first course I'm launching?
Can we look at your course and look at setting up a group?
Oh, so does that mean I share my screen?
If that's okay.
Yeah.
I can pull up your account and just share my screen if that works for you.
I probably can share it right here. I just had to get to it. Yeah, here's forum. Okay, let me share. This is what my forum page looks like. And I could have sworn in the description it said I was,
Right
oh
there.
my God, it's right there. I never saw the plus. I couldn't see it.
It's a little, I hear you. It's a little hidden.
There it is. Oh my God, this is the first time I'm seeing it.
Cool. You want to go ahead and if you want to set it up right now, we can make sure it all makes sense. And
all right, so what is this even? So like the program runway group, is that what you're looking for? Like you want me to name the group?
exactly.
Okay. Show public member list. That means what?
So there's going to be a place that students could go there that they could see everybody who's in the group. Sometimes coaches, you may not want this to be public. Maybe students want to be anonymous. Maybe you just don't want that information out there. So
what do most course creators do there? Do you know?
Well, this is brand new, so
Oh.
I don't really think there's I don't think there's a normal way of doing it yet. I would say that in a lot of cases, it's probably nice for people to be able to see other members and just know who's there. But, obviously there could be topics or courses where it's sensitive material or, for any kind of reasons,
Yeah.
you just rather by default not have.
So what information are they seeing? Just their name?
I think it's just their name. Yeah.
Not an email, no PII, no, we're not sure.
I believe there's also an option that their email can be shown or not. And I'm going to need to look at that. This is all new for me too.
So my answer, if I knew if their email was going to be shown, my answer would be no.
There's some way that you can select that, or they can select that. And I might.
Oh, they opt? Oh, you're right. I think I read that they opt into the public viewing or opt out. I think they have the option. Yes.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
levels of permissions at the individual student level. And then there's also levels of permissions at the group level.
Okay. So tell me on this permissions, who should be able to see this group? In this case, what is the difference between everyone and students of courses?
All the students that you have in your database, or only people in the course you're going to select, which would be program runway group.
Okay. Okay. And choose from list. Got it. Program runway. Got it. Okay. Only students of program runway would have access to this forum, right?
To this section of the forum, this group, and then within this group, you'll set up spaces that will be only for program runway students.
Okay, got it.
Makes sense.
Okay. So I just created my group. Okay. All right. So you've seen it all. So can I post here?
So posts actually will go not directly in a group, but in a space within the group. So the next step is going to be to create a space by also clicking on the plus sign.
Now there's two.
I'm sorry, the one to the right of program runway group. There's another little.
Oh, this. It's also this one down here, create space divider. Oh, what's that? Okay. So now I'm going to get, wow, these plus signs. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they could be a little more visible, huh?
These down here could be a lot more visible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you.
So the details. So what does this space mean?
So you're going to set up a space where people could post posts. And one example of something you might set up a space for is a space that is directly connected to a particular training. Okay. So if you want a forum space that is just for module 1, training 1, whatever that's about.
Yeah.
We could set up a space dedicated just to that.
Okay.
If you want it to not be connected to a training.
So these are all my trainings. So you could have a space connected to each training. Mm-hmm. And if you don't,
and that was like for introductions and say hello or some other topic.
Okay. Connect the space to training content. We don't want to connect it to training content. Default notifications for new members will receive an email when new posts are posted. Members will receive an in-app notification. All right. So I do not want to email when new notifications are posted here. So
and
then
just to clarify, this is emails for the students, not for you.
Yes. Okay. So if I said, welcome everyone, I just want that to be in app, not an email that goes out to them. I don't want to be jamming up their emails. Okay. Yeah. So if I were to customize this, feed, list, or card, that's fine. And then options, allow members to add posts. Okay. So I can create my space and see what that looks like. Okay, so this is like Slack. This is like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like Slack. Okay. I've got it now. And then they would click here to create your first post now. Okay, got it. Okay, this makes perfect sense.
Yay, cool.
And so I think it makes sense to create, like this would be a channel and you're calling it a space, right? So this would be like a channel. It makes sense to create a channel maybe for each of the trainings.
That could definitely make sense. Yep.
Okay. Do you have any idea how others set this up?
Again, there's not
Again,
honestly a ton of people using it, at least that I've talked to directly. I know there are people setting up spaces for each training.
Okay. Peter or Jesse, if you have opinions, let me know.
Yeah, if anybody's got input, please.
Okay.
So is this
Well,
basically the CRM, is it?
Say that one more time.
Is this the CRM? No.
You can use Xperiencify to send automated emails to your students or to send like a broadcast style one-time email to your students. You can't use it to send marketing emails. We don't do marketing emails, so you'll need an outside CRM for that. That makes sense?
Yeah, so but so you have to have all the leads and stuff, like all your details of your students first. You can't use it to be able to get students.
Use it to be able to get students, like use it to
Yeah, so you have to already have the leads from somewhere else to put into it.
Correct.
So you have to use that MailerLite or whatever to get those.
Well, something like MailerLite or Aweber or whatever would be where you would store all the data for your students, including your student leads. And you would send them marketing emails and you would send campaigns to reach out to them. Once they have purchased a course from you, then they're going to be in your student database. And as a student in your course, you can send them automated emails based on all kinds of triggers, such as when they complete a training in their course, or when a new training opens up for them, or if they haven't logged in for a while and you want to check and make sure that they're okay. You can automate all of this inside the platform. So you can do lots of emailing to your already existing students, but you won't be emailing to leads who are not yet students in a course.
Okay. Just as a side thing, so I've just run out of money and I haven't been able to launch anything. So I bought the Xperiencify thing. So can I use that still, even if I can't, like, get access to the course and stuff?
Can you use what?
The Xperiencify, where I paid for the whatever it was. Can you use that even if you can't get into the course and that?
I would need to know what you're referring to that you paid for.
You know, they gave you a is it a launch thing, you paid a certain amount of money separate to use that? Is that
sorry,
you know,
I'm not
when you
following
when
what
you
you
when
paid.
you do the EMV or P or whatever it was, that's separate, and then you have to buy the Xperiencify.
I didn't hear the first part. When you do the what?
Marissa's course, and then you have to buy the Xperiencify, I don't know, platform or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called.
Okay, so you bought Marissa's course, which teaches you how to create a course, how to create an experience product, how to launch it, how to market it, all the things you need to know to create a successful course. once you're ready to build a course and launch it, you'll need a platform to host the course. So that's what Xperiencify is.
Yeah, and that's a separate cost, isn't it?
Yes.
So they're separate. So I haven't been able to get any money out of the, the stuff, but that's because for some reason, I just feel like I'm totally shut down over everything there. And so can we still access the Xperiencify, the launch platform or whatever that we've paid
We
for?
have a free trial plan. We have an unlimited free trial plan. So you have full access to do literally everything except add students. So you can take all the time you need to explore the platform, build a course, put things together. To formally add students, you need to start your paid subscription. But I'm happy to add you in a test student if you want to have a single test student, so you can go through it, make sure everything's looking good, ready to launch, working. And then as soon as you're ready to launch and add students, then we'll turn it on for you and you can start bringing
I've
in.
already bought it, but I haven't done anything with it because I haven't, like, how they take you through and you do the lead page thing, like how you put that on Facebook or whatever. So I did all that, but I haven't gotten anything because I was shut down within myself, and I was talking to Marissa and she was saying just go and do volunteer work or something or other at the moment, but I'm also connected to other groups. So and you were saying in the email, like maybe we'd be able to do things. So my camera's not working this morning, so I don't even know if I can share what I've done. Is that what you
okay
do?
with you, I can pull up your account and screen share and we can look at it. Would that be all right?
Yep, okay.
All right.
So I listened to like all the things, and I reckon that, like the value of the course was amazing. So, like I didn't want the money back for that because it was me, not the course. But then it's just, I need to actually just take action, and I haven't been able to.
I hear you. Yeah. And sometimes it takes time. And sometimes there's stuff we got to sort through and get clear on. And obviously, at the end of the day, you're the one that's got to take action, which you totally get. But yeah, sometimes it takes time. And I think that's pretty not uncommon. Okay, let me just check. Is it Jesse 50 at live? Is that
Yes.
your email? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pull up your account.
Yeah, so if you can put one test student in, that would be good. Because I've paid for it, haven't I? So it's all there. I just haven't done anything with it.
You've paid for Xperiencify, you paid for your subscription, are you saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, you can add students. Let's just get in here and take a look.
So you can create the forum and stuff that Linda was talking about in there, can you?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah,
So
you
is
got
that
a
for,
subscription. So
yeah, so is that for a year or is that longer, the subscription?
say that again.
How long's that subscription go for?
You're on a yearly plan.
Okay.
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. And first thing I'll do is go ahead and add you a test student. I would need to get an email address for the student to put in.
Just put JS Work 01.
JS Work, WORK.
Yep, 01
Mm-hmm.
at gmail.com.
All right, then we're going to add your student to your course. And something that you'd always do if you were adding a student manually, this is for everybody, is check, or you can decide right here whether or not you want your welcome email to go out to the student as soon as you add them. So normally when you're adding a student, you can just toggle this and send a welcome email automatically if you want. In this case, it's not set up yet, so we would just do that later, but we'll go ahead and add your student. And here you go. And now you can grab your student's magic link at any time to access the course as a student. And of course, we could also pull up what you've got and view your course from your admin view right here. So we've got a home page here that you can customize with a quick little welcome video to get them excited about the course. You learned about your mission and EPM, so you can put in your mission right here, some goals, some pre-actions to get them going, get them some points right away. And then they've got their trainings. So that's the basic setup of what it looks like. And yeah, Jesse, we were talking about getting an MVP version set up quickly. You would basically want to put in your content. Looks like you got some content in here already. You'll do a bit of work to customize what the course pages look like. In step 5, you'll add some celebrations and emails. I skipped step 2, which is important because that's where you'll put in the price. And then in step 6, you're going to find links to share your course. We'll get your order form set up by integrating your account with Stripe. And those are the basic steps. So we've got things kind of laid out here in steps 1 through 6 to give you an overview. And that's the basics of what you'd want to do to get something quickly up. How's that sounded?
Yeah, so you still need to do videos and everything, don't you?
You got to create the content. Yeah, definitely got to do that.
That's where I've sort of really I know what's in my head, but just to get it, yeah, to write it or to do anything is just not happening.
Yeah, it can be a lot. Another way to do it is to sell the course first, create the first video or two. And that's really, really good motivation. If you've got students in there waiting for the next content, it's a pretty good way to motivate yourself to make sure you get the next pieces made. So that's another option. So you can sell it, set up the basics, get a welcome video and 1 or 2 content videos made. Make sure it's something people are actually interested in, get some sales. And then again, there's some really good motivation to get your content made if people are waiting for it. I think that's the best way, honestly.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, is the first bit.
Yeah, yeah. Is this helpful, Jesse? Do you have a sense of the overall
Yes,
process?
thanks. I still reckon that Pete should do the it is Pete, isn't it? The guy that does I reckon that should be first in that course, so that you figure out how it all goes together, and then when you go to do the the rest of the training, and then you figure out that that's why you're doing it, kind of thing. I thought, because it came last, and I thought that was that to my mind anyway, that should have been first so that you could actually figure out where all the other steps fit in.
I'm sorry, what step are you trying to figure out?
You know how they do the training on the Xperiencify product, you know, like this, what you just did. They do that last. I reckon they should do it first so that you actually see why you're doing all the other steps.
Could be a way to do it. Yeah.
In my mind anyway. But yeah, still, thanks, Peter, for that chat GDP. Yeah, I did find that, and that's what I was thinking that would be. And I actually bought other stuff too, you know, the content to try and help that. But yeah, that's my real block, is like how to actually do something to be able to sell it. I mean, I see that, but it's like that first step is the, you know, you're saying about sell it first.
Sounds like there could be a couple ways for you to go, either to sell something first or to make a very simple free course to get something made and get something out there and get the energy moving. Because it sounds like there's just a lot of kind of a challenge around just even taking steps with putting something together. So maybe there's a free version or a mini version of a course that you want to create imperfectly to get something up and running and see how easily you can do it. And then
that's just the lead page, hey, to do that.
Could be, you don't necessarily need a lead page. You don't need to go too crazy with marketing before you are, well, let me say it this way. Don't get hung up in all of the pieces that you think you need to do. Sounds like what's missing is just kind of the energy of taking action and moving forward. So it might be worth putting together a very simple mini course, whether you use it as a lead magnet or whatever, just to get something made. Because it sounds like that's kind of where things are stuck, is just in taking any action at all. Is that what's happening?
Yes. Yeah. So so you still need somewhere for people to be able to connect to you, don't you? So like if you do a video, so I had put out, like I tried a couple of videos and not got any response. So yeah, how to actually take that first part, that's my thing.
Sounds like there might be just some more action that needs to be taken, as far as whether you're starting with connecting with people, bringing people into your world, letting people know what you do. I think you said Marisa suggested going out and volunteering. It sounds like what's needed here is just some energy and momentum in the direction of connecting with people, talking about your work, building any steps at all in the direction of making some progress happen. And you know that the actual putting together of the course can be very, very simple, and I would definitely recommend not complicating that. So that's going to be easy.
So I've got all the training, like as a coach, so they give us everything like that we can use. But my focus is like on parents fighting with teens or frustrated with teens. And so I've been talking about, so I've been doing, like, you know, they do the 4-week sprint where you add all people and things like that. So I've done all that. And everyone says, oh, yes, we need that sort of thing. But no one's actually engaging when I try to do stuff on the Facebook. So obviously I'm missing the mark somehow.
Yeah, when they say, oh, we need that, are you talking to them about that? What are they saying? What do they need?
And the other groups too. Yeah, I've been in found the other groups that are doing something similar and gone in there too.
Yeah, if you have people saying, oh, we need that, you want to mine that for details. What do they need? What exactly? What are they looking for? And hear their words and get their way of saying it and what their struggles are and their problems. And that's going to give you the information of what you want to build. Then if you wanted, you could create a very simple, free or low cost mini course and go back to those people who said, oh, hey, we need that. And be like, hey, guess what I got? Here it is.
Yeah, well, I want to do like the one-on-one coaching too. So it's kind of, I need to do this to be able to generate, you know, like interest in that as well.
Yeah, cool. It's a great topic. There's definitely a big need for that.
Yes.
Sounds like you may just want to mine some more details of what your people need specifically and why they need it and what's the urgency, and get some clarity around that. And that's going to give you a really good foundation for putting together some simple content and giving them what they need.
Thank you.
I don't want to hog any time, but I do have to drop for another meeting that I'm just going to be late to. If I can get one more question answered.
Absolutely. Yeah, go for it, Linda.
So when I'm here, I understand that on each of these, so if somebody comments, if somebody gives feedback in any of the trainings, it's going to show up here and it's also going to show up there. But what I don't understand is, where is the function where they would give feedback in a particular training? Like if I went to mindset, right? I can go to the training from here. Where are they giving feedback? So
okay, we need a comment block on your page.
And okay, so if I go, you're probably not going to go with me because it's,
yeah, I can still see. Yep, there you go.
So in a single training,
that's it.
We went together, really?
Yep, I can still see.
Okay, awesome. So how do I add a comment block?
So on the left-hand side, there you go. Yep, go to comments.
Okay.
And just grab that block. No, don't do create a custom. Yeah.
Oh, so that was my problem. All right. So here's my last question. Where is the best location on the page to put comments? Is
I
it
would
at the
put it
bottom?
under the training and under the little block that has the, actually I would put it, I'm sorry, under the training action.
Okay, so here.
Yeah. Let's see, it looked like it landed in a weird spot. Did it land above on the page?
Oh, it went below it. Okay.
Just move it, use the little arrow over on the right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so do I need?
It looks like for some reason it still didn't move. Yeah. Go ahead and click the up.
No, it doesn't want to go above the footer. Do I need to add a space after training, like a block?
No, try moving the footer down with that same little arrow control.
Oh, that's a good idea. Ah, here we go. Okay.
Oh, all right. It's just being temperamental.
Okay. So I can now edit this and it will clear. Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can edit.
Okay. So you put a comment block on every training page. Okay.
You only, it'll show up on every single training. You only need to put it in once on the single training template. And
right. And okay, perfect. The last thing is, when I did all of my celebrations, and I have a celebration for completing each training, but when you complete the last training in a module, I was trying to figure out, do I celebrate? Can you celebrate that they completed the last training in the module and then celebrate completing the module? Or do you forego celebrating the last training in the module to say, yay, you finished the module?
Good question. I feel like if you have both, from what I'm remembering that I've seen, it gets a little wacky, like they're kind of trying to play on top of each other and it can come out a little weird. So I would just go with one big celebration.
Okay, so just like celebrate that you finished one module, like yay.
Yeah.
Okay, or the training, one or the other. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. And then the last thing, if you don't mind, if I can get myself back to the forum over here. Did you go with me?
Yep, still with you.
Okay. this guy down here, it's create a space divider. What's that for?
I guess just if you've got a whole lot of spaces, which could easily happen, especially if you're doing it for every training. I think it's just a way to visually break it up and organize them so that.
So you would be putting a space between like introductions and mindset? Is that what it's
Yeah,
doing?
I could exactly.
Okay.
That's my best guess.
Okay. Okay. That's it for now. And I'm super grateful. And I've got to jump to my other call. Thank you so much.
Oh, congratulations, Linda. Looks great.
Yes, we're getting there. And good luck, Lisa. And bye, Peter. Good luck with your program.
Good luck, Linda.
See you, Linda.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she got on video. Bye.
Bye.
Can I ask, so that forum, you can use that, create that. If you did like the lead magnet or whatever, you can use that forum to bring people in, like create a group. That's like creating a group.
If you've got people in a course, in whatever way you brought them in, or in your student database in any way, then you could create a group in the forum for them to chat.
And you can create more than one group.
Absolutely. Create as many groups as you want.
Okay.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Margie.
Sorry, I'm late.
No worries. How's it going?
But it went off somewhere else. I'm good. Has everyone asked their questions?
Yeah, we got to talk to Jesse, and I think Peter is just hanging out and absorbing information. Is that still true, Peter? And anybody can jump in whenever, and Margie just joined, but yeah, go for it if you got something.
Okay, we maybe you anyway, in the Xperiencify Facebook group, I had asked about when somebody ends a subscription, do they get, I thought that they were automatically kicked out, but I guess that's not true. So I'd like to know, because I would like them to finish their month and then be removed.
Yeah. We have a task in for the devs for that to happen, which I don't have a timeline on, but it's in there.
Okay.
Because
So
obviously
for now, am I notified when they stop a subscription, or is that going to happen in Stripe?
at this time you're not notified when they stop a subscription. That will also be possible though once we set up an automation to be able to remove the student from the course once they stop the subscription.
Okay.
Right now, you could do that. You should be able to do that using Zapier pretty easily. Set up a Zap, subscription canceled in Stripe, action is removed from course.
Okay. All right. So I'll
But
just
yeah, that obviously they should be able to
it.
be removed when the subscription's ended. That's just kind of makes sense. So it's in the works.
All right, cool. Was there anything else about that? Oh, just a suggestion. I'm not that great with the whole Zap thing and webhooks. So if anyone ever wanted to do a little course on how to set things like that up, I'd be really interested in that.
Have you seen, there's a video that Murray posted a few weeks back in Facebook where I believe he walked through the webhooks thing. I'll link that somewhere. I don't know if you've seen that, but I'll link that somewhere as a start. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a whole nother level of stuff, but I hear you. Yeah, there's lots you can do. So.
Okay, cool. I think that's all I had. I did a really cool thing. If anybody, so I have this membership and I set up these monthly member missions. So they have, the month if they choose to accept the mission to get it done, and there's a prize. And so I set it up so that if they download the guide, they get tagged and the previews disappear and an action shows up to show that they finished it. And then there's a celebration, and then I can email the people who accepted the mission, but not everybody. So I'm just excited about all the things I can do with
That's
us.
awesome. And this is for a membership? So
Yeah.
like a monthly thing. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I feel like, have you talked to Murray at all about, Murray's really looking to feature what all our coaches are doing. And this would be some examples of how to use memberships would be really helpful.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So that's great to know that you're doing cool stuff. Marina was asking me about that too. Marina's our new team member who's doing all the done for yous and some educational stuff. So cool. All right.
I was
Very, very
I
cool.
was interested in the app. So how's that going? Yeah, it's going forward, is it?
It is going forward. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wonder how long he's going to have the lifetime thing, because I'm poor right now, but I would not mind investing in the lifetime thing. Or is it just until like
I
you feel
don't,
done?
I think it's going to depend on how it goes, but reach out and ask if if it's in the future and you want to invest. Yeah, please say something. And I'm sure that we can set something up that makes sense and is helpful.
Okay.
So could you just give an overview of the Zap and like the function of it? So you were saying about, Stripe, it'll like things. So what function does that actually play?
Yeah, so basically Zap is a third-party tool that allows two different platforms or tools to talk to each other. So the way it works is you would set up a Zap that every Zap is going to have two parts, a trigger and an action. So in one tool or platform, let me use as an example the most common one, which is adding students to a course in XP when you're using an outside payment processor. So if you're using PayPal, you would need a Zap set up that says whenever a student purchases a course in PayPal, they should be automatically added to the course in XP. And you can set that up between various platforms, various tools. You can if you go to our help center and search for the Zapier doc, there's a link in there that'll tell you exactly, you can plug in Xperiencify and the tool you're looking to connect to, and it'll take you through the available list of all the possible Zaps you could do. So that would be the first step, is to go there, check out, make sure that the Zap you're trying to do is supported.
Okay. And so they're talking about direct debit things, how it's much better for like for you, in that it all comes through in one block, so you know what you're getting and stuff, whereas PayPal and Stripe's like all over the place. So can you use like one of the direct debit things with Zapier, or you can only do Stripe or PayPal?
You can connect Zapier to like 1,500 different shopping or tools. So what you'd want to do is find a shopping cart that does exactly what you want it to do, and then just check if it can integrate with Zapier. And if it can, then you're good.
Okay. Yeah, that was interesting, the way that they different people say things. Apparently it's good for subscriptions and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I have a friend. Hi, this is Margie. I have a friend who is a Zapier consultant. Like, he actually
Wonderful.
will build out the Zaps, for you, or teach you how to do it and all of that stuff. So I don't know if it's appropriate to publish his information anywhere, or I could just reach out to Lisa.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just put it in the Facebook group, or?
Yeah, go ahead and put it in the Facebook group. And if you're okay with it, I'll go ahead and forward their information along as well, if people can use it who reach out to the desk.
Yeah.
That would be
that
great,
be-
Margie.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he would love that.
Cool.
Is there
All
a
right.
separate Facebook group for here to the other one, or are you talking about the same Facebook group?
Same fit. We're talking about the Xperiencify Facebook group,
Okay, the big one.
the big one. Yeah.
Okay.
Margie, I saw you responded to my post, but I didn't read the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
Do you want to summarize for me real quick, or let me know if you've figured this
That's
out?
why I hopped on. Yep,
Awesome.
that's why I hopped on.
Cool, yay.
So, yeah, so I have a group of what I'm, calling VIP students, and what I want them to do is have early access to a module. So Module X is released on April 1st.
Mhm.
And I would like them to have access to it on March 20th. So I don't see a way. So in the release timing, there's no way to separate that by tag or anything else. It's just global. So one way that I was thinking about doing it, because I can use the visibility in bonus trainings, I thought, okay, well, one potential way to do that is to make the material a bonus training, have it available only to them, visible with their tag. But there doesn't seem to be a way, like once they're done with this, so once April 1st comes, now it needs to be converted into like a regular module training for everybody else. Lisa's raising her hand.
I'm wondering if you can either move the trainings from the bonus to a new module, or copy them, leave them in the bonus and copy them over to the new module when it's time for it to be for everyone.
There doesn't seem to be a way. That's what I was
can do that.
asking. There doesn't seem to be a way to convert it from a bonus to a module, like a regular module training
I'm
thing.
not talking about converting the whole bonus. I'm taking the individual trainings within the bonus and moving them to the new module.
Yeah. That would be the easiest way, what I would do. There's lots of different ways you could actually go about this, but it sounds like that would be the simplest, is just copy the trainings from the bonus module into the regular module. Is that answering what you need, Margie?
I don't know. I'm logging into my account right now to see if I can figure out how to do it.
You'll basically just, and let me know if you want to pull this up and we can look at it, but you'll just, if you follow the instructions in the doc for how to move from module to how to move a training from one module to another.
Yeah, so I see how to the trainings inside, it says copy to a module in this course, or copy to or move to a module, in this course or another course. But if I do that, won't it still be a bonus training?
It's up to you. You can copy it, in which case it'll stay in the original space as well, or you can move it, in which case.
That's not my question. If let's just use the example of moving. Okay. So if I move it to another module in this course, it's still going to be considered a bonus training.
Not
in the new,
not if you've moved it.
Move it. All right, let me move to a module in this course.
Yeah, you might need to delete the overarching bonus eventually,
Exactly, the container that holds it, but the training, you can either choose to copy it and it'll remain.
Okay.
Or you can choose.
Okay, great. All right, that did it. Yeah. So now when I move it from the bonus to the module, so that will be great. That will work great. If I move it from the bonus to the module, will the people who have already completed it as a bonus, what happens to their actions and points?
Good question.
They have to redo it, or will it travel with them?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to say they'd probably have to redo it.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about.
So you could just leave a copy there then. So copy it rather than moving it.
Then they might get
Yeah.
double points if they check them off in both places.
Right, exactly. They would
What's
get
that?
double.
Then they might get double points if they check them off in both places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
do the actions in the bonus and they don't check them, and you know, I mean, you don't give points in the bonus until it comes over into the module.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking, make the, when they do it in bonus, have it just be XX, and then have it, when they do it for real, have it be regular XP.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, okay. All right. I think that will, yeah, we'll try that for this next month and see how it works.
Cool.
And if they complain or don't like it or whatever, then I'll come back to you and say, okay, we need a different solution.
There's a few different ways we could do this, Margie, because we could set up a module to be released at different times using tags for different groups. That just gets a little more complex. So personally, I would do it the way we were just discussing, but there's an option in the experience engine, which is unlock module based on a trigger. So what you could do is you could have a module, and this would have to be a whole module, not just a training, but you could have a module that's locked by setting it to a date far in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are automations in the experience engine, which say, when student receives this tag, unlock this module.
Mm-hmm.
Then you would need to set up either points or some kind of trigger or tags. See, this is where it gets complex because we're talking about like a few layers of steps here, but you should be able to set up a process of triggering the automation that releases the next module that you've hidden. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what you're saying is I couldn't do it with their existing tag. Like right now, there's an existing tag that they are a VIP. And so I couldn't do it with the existing tag. I'd have to like tag them. I mean, the active tagging would kick it off, right?
Exactly. And active tagging would kick it off. Yeah, that's exactly right. But yeah, it should be an option if you want to look at that. But again, I would probably just do it the way we were describing. Or you also mentioned make it a separate bonus course and just add them to that. There's that too.
Right. The problem with having it be a totally separate course is the same problem that they would have to do it again. If we're a separate course, then when I move it over to the real playing field, they still have to click it off. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, I was just checking boxes. They don't have to actually do the work again. They just can check the thing.
Right. FYI, this is also going to get easier when another task in the dev list happens, which is it's you're going to be able to tag a training and just like tag an actual piece of content to be released when you want it to release, like based on a tag.
Will it be visible? So my problem is I have this membership and I have all these trainings from before. So my founders get access to all this stuff that's currently in another platform. And I want to bring it over, but I only want them to see it. I don't even want the other people to know that there's this secret content that they.
Yeah, there's various ways you could do that. There's a lot of ways you could do that. Okay, one simple way, and this may or may not work, but this is kind of just the simplest off the top of my head, is put it all on a custom page.
I thought about that. So I'd have to host it in like YouTube or Vimeo or something like that.
No, you can just upload the videos.
Okay. So it would, okay, I upload the videos. Are they as trainings or are they in, oh, they're just in like a little video block.
Exactly, because you can decide exactly what you want in every block on every page of your course.
Okay.
So the all trainings page, which everybody sees, you can decide what gets shown in that block. And then there's a custom page, which certain people see, and you can decide what you want in that block. And then you put a link in your nav tab to the custom page, and only the people you want will even see the link in the nav tab.
Okay. Okay. So I just add in the custom page builder, I just add a bunch of video blocks, a video block training.
Just one video block is fine. And then in that block, you'll select exactly which trainings you want to show.
I might need to see this. So I make a module that's just these training, no, because the module would show up. Where do I put these trainings that we're talking about?
You can put them in. It doesn't matter if you are on your all trainings page that everybody is seeing. If you're specifying in that block too, exactly which trainings, like instead of just saying all trainings visible, you're saying what trainings are visible to your whole group of students. Instead of the default everything, you're saying, well, they get to see trainings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's it. In your other block over here, you're saying they get to see trainings 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. And then, can I share my page and show
For
you
sure.
how
Yeah.
okay. All right. So on my home page, I do have down here, I have all the modules that are available to everyone. And then on all trainings right now, I have all trainings visible to everyone. And so I'm wondering, do I put these archive trainings in a module? Or do I put them in the current modules that already exist, but then say you can't?
I would put them in a module just to keep it simple. That would just make it easier.
But that won't show up on this home page unless they're the right unless they have the right tag.
Go ahead and you'll modify that block right there on the home page.
Okay.
Okay, the one place this may not work is with the next up trainings block.
I mean, I could get rid of that. Nobody can
Okay,
fix it.
if that's not a problem, then you're good.
No, like,
So everything else, okay. Everything else can be modified, and once we add the capacity to add a tag to a specific training, then that'll solve that one. But yeah, you'll edit the content in this block. And instead of showing all modules, you can just show specific modules only. And you'll go ahead and select them.
And where do I select?
I think it's right there. I think if you click on choose specific modules. Yeah. So just start clicking to select whatever you want to select,
All right, and then anything that's not selected won't show up.
right?
But how do I fit the tag? Oh, so then I don't care about that. I just don't want them to show up on this page at all. And then they're gonna have a totally whole other page that has that module on it. That only
Exactly.
shows up for them. Okay. Okay. I think I got that. I'm gonna write that down. Hmm. I feel like I keep asking this question over and over again.
What question? No, you've asked a bunch of different, very good questions.
Yeah, but if they have your predecessor, we've been talking about this for. All right. So I make a module. And then I only show the ones for everyone. And then I make a page to display the secret module, only for those tagged. All right, I'll experiment with that. Thank you for your help.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Jesse, yeah, you can absolutely make a course evergreen for sure.
I was going to ask Rachel, so about the VAs, because I think, sorry, it was Murray, not Kate. So he was saying that you can't like give the links out. Other trainings I've done, they sort of say just give them the links so they can go in and do stuff. How do you get the VAs to be able to work in here doing this stuff?
How do you get a VA to be able to work in your account?
Yes.
There's two ways. You can either just share your magic link with them, or depending on what level plan you're on, you'll have a certain number of additional admins that you can add to your account, and those admins will get their own magic link to log in.
Okay. All right. So that one that, so you can't see so the course, you know, like the launch ones after you do the MVP, and then you get the price to go into Xperiencify there. I'd have to go and have a look, would I, to see about the admins there?
I think you're on like a starter plan, so you probably have one additional admin.
Okay.
But honestly, Jesse, I wouldn't worry too much about things like that yet from what we were talking about. Because this is where, you know, there's so many things that you can try to figure out ahead of time about like getting help for your course and how you're going to build it all out. But it sounds like what you're really wanting and needing is to, one, talk to people more to get the clarity on what they want, and then to just start building out a small course. So, you know, you can always just give somebody your magic link to get them to log in and just get things going.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Peter, yes, if a forum group is set to include students of a particular course, then when they sign up, they will also be able to have access to that group.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, any last quick questions before we wrap up? Feeling good?
Nope, that's it. Thank you. The timing was perfect.
Oh, good. Awesome. All right, thank you so much, guys, and look forward to hearing how it goes, and let me know what else you need.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.